Today we are back with Soundcore, and this is the Liberty 4 NC, the latest and greatest in their flagship lineup. So we're going to be checking these out and seeing whether these guys are worth your hard-earned cash. And I'm going to be covering the pros and the cons as usual. And I'm also going to be comparing these to some of the best under $200 at this time. So as you can see here, these have come in the black and the blue colour. The blue colour's looking amazing. That's the standard matte black colourway as the main one here. As you can see, we have got the standard packaging from Soundcore. These guys are coming in high-res audio. We have got adaptive ANC 2.0. We have got an impressive playtime of 10 hours on the Buds and 50 in total. And these guys are really focusing, as per the name, on the noise cancellation. And these guys are claiming that they reduce noise by up to 98.5%. So we are going to be testing that out and seeing how the ANC fares. In terms of the specs on the box, we have got, like I said, we've got the noise cancelling 2.0. We have got 11mm drivers in these, so no dual drivers in these like the Liberty 4 had, but we're going to be testing out the sound and seeing how they fare when it comes to the sound quality later in the video. So let's have a look at the earbuds themselves. Now, you might recognise this design from one of last year's releases, which was the VR P10, because we have got the flip lids, so the press to open, little button on there. I must admit, I do like the design. So we have got, focusing on that blue, I absolutely love it. What a colourway that is. Really like that. Beautiful colour. So we have got the flip to open, as we did the VR last year, but let's have a look inside. So we have got a stem style, and essentially it's very similar to some of the other ones that have been released recently. Quite reminiscent of the P3, the P3i, and of late the P20i as well. So, but they are quite nice and short in terms of the stems. You can see there's a bit more of a microphone showing than usual, but that's an upgraded design. We do have semi-deep fit, so you can see that it's not as deep as some of the other ones, but we have got a sort of custom tip choice there, so you're not going to be able to get, in my experience at least, any other tips onto that. So the spin fits are not going to fit there comfortably. I found the in-house tips to be alright. They've done the job. I would like to be able to get the spin fits on there, but it's not happening. You can see it's quite a wide bore when it comes to the ear tip. So let's just cover off some of the other specifications. So like I said, we have got a stem style design. We have got 10 hours on the Buds, 50 in total. We do have wireless charging. We do have ANC and transparency, and that's adaptable in the app. We're going to take a look at the app in a minute. We do have a USB-C port as well. Of course, we have got dual connection, dual device, Bluetooth 5.3 and LDAC. So it's feature packed, it's feature heavy, as you'd expect from Soundcore. But let's have a look inside the application, because that really unlocks a lot of the features. Alright guys, so as you can see, here's the app itself. It is that familiar layout. It's the app we've come to know and love. Straight away you've got your noise cancelling selection. So we are getting now, talked about adaptive ANC 2.0. We are getting adaptive noise cancelling and environment detection. So you can see there, it is going to be letting you know when your environment changes. Now, it does do this, it does work, it does give you a notification which I'll be completely honest, I'd like to turn off, but at the moment I haven't worked out how. It does sound the bell and it pauses the music for a second, which I would prefer not to have, but you know, it's working well. The ANC is excellent. We'll come on to the comparisons, but this is going to be Soundcore's strongest noise cancelling by quite a margin. Really effective ANC. It is adapting. Obviously you can go into manual mode if you wish. You can select the different forms of transport modes as well, which we had on previous models. But overall it's a very, very effective ANC. Very good stuff from Soundcore, and obviously that is the primary selling point of this product, so you'd expect them to come through with that quality. We have got, as per usual, transparency mode across 2 options. Obviously you've got your normal mode in there as well. Wind noise reduction, which is great to see. I've certainly come to expect that from Soundcore products. It's working very well. It will pick it up as well as ANC. It'll pick it up in the transparency mode as well. And then obviously moving on, you can see there that we're in LDAC mode on Android devices. Do be aware that LDAC means you cannot have multi-point at the same time. But again, that's not a surprise because that's the way it is on most products, with the exception to the Sony earbuds. Going into the sound effects, so we have got the usual Hear ID. So you go through and take your test. Now for me, so I did that previously. For me, I found this to have a massive impact. So I did set up originally on the black pair. I did go through the Hear ID, and this is my sort of customized EQ. So I went in, I took the test, and then I tweaked it, and that for me is really upping them up. What I will say is that the Soundcore signature, again, not a surprise at this point, but nevertheless I need to flag it with you. It's not the best out of the box. You know, if you want to use some of the presets, I'm going to recommend acoustic and probably piano as well as electronic. I did not like the Soundcore signature, but I went through the hearing test and I was incredibly pleased with the outcome on the back of that. So, bit of feedback for Soundcore. Let's get that signature sounding a little bit better. We know it can sound better. It is quite muddy. It's quite overall a little bit dull compared to how they sound now. So just a point of feedback, but we've seen it on previous products, and you know you've got that customization and that ability to change the sound to your own liking. So we have got, great to see, an addition here of the safe volume. So when music plays, you're going to see a meter there, and you can also limit that if you want to protect your hearing, which I think I would recommend. And then finally we've got the controls. So we've got full control as per usual. We've got the single press, and it's all doing exactly what you'd expect it to do. And that's just a lock there to make sure that you don't have any accidental touches when you're not wearing the earbuds. So we have got auto pause, which I didn't mention at the top. Again, feature packed. This is what you expect from Soundcore. We're getting it all. We're getting it all, and it's under $100 or under £100. Incredible value. And we'll come on to that at the end as to what my overall verdict is. But you can already see you're getting a lot here. You're getting a lot for your money, and this is without me even telling you how they sound. So we have got autoplay, like I said. We've got an option here around sound leak compensation. So essentially this is going to optimize the sound quality based on how much sound is leaking. We have got the prompt tone. As I said, you can switch between LDAC and multi-point. And then you've got your fit test. You've got your find device, you've got your auto power off, you've got your firmware updates. You know, I'm almost out of breath telling you how much these guys offer. Fully featured, fantastic app, and you're getting it all. You know, it's what we've come to expect from this company, and it's really good to see it again on this product. So, okay, so we've talked about the ANC. Transparency is decent. It's not the best on the market, but it's very, very decent for the price. That you can tell that they have focused on getting the ANC right. How's the sound quality? The sound quality is highly impressive. Once you've gone through that Hear ID or tweaked with the EQ settings, you're going to get a sound that you're happy with. It's what we've come to expect. I'm really happy with how these sound, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push these against some of the best under 200 to talk about how close can they get, because you have got that dynamic sound, but it's a continuation of what we've seen with Soundcore. They clean the sound up once again. It's a nice balanced sound. Once you've gone through that test, once you've tweaked it, we're getting a nice balanced sound. We are getting some nice clarity, but also the bass is still there. So that signature bass that we get, you know, we sort of come to love it, don't we? That thumping bass that Soundcore provide. We're still getting it, but I tell you what, these are so enjoyable. They're such a balanced sound in comparison to, say, something like the Liberty Air 2 Pro, going back, you know, almost 3 years now, but they were bringing that sort of super dynamic sound, but they weren't as balanced overall. They've really addressed that. I think since the A3i last year, you know, we've had the Space A40 on that line again. Of course, the Liberty 4, which brings the dual driver experience and gives you that higher level sound quality. These are somewhere, you know, below the Liberty 4, as you'd imagine, but other than that, these are the best sounding Soundcore earbuds without a doubt. And we're going to push them now to see how close can they get to some of these rival products coming in under 200. So we are going to start the comparison rounds, and we're going to talk about the ANC. We've got number 1, we've got the Nothing Ear 2. Number 2, we've got Google and Sony. Number 3, we've got Soundcore. Number 4, we've got the Beats Studio Buds Plus. And number 5 for ANC, we've got the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. So, great effort there, Soundcore in there. Number 3, in terms of sound quality, number 1, we've got the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. Number 2, we've got nothing. Number 3, we've got Beats. Number 4, Soundcore, so excellent effort, number 4 there. Number 5, Sony. And number 6 is Google. Okay, so as you can see, again, very respectable. And then the final category is going to be around overall value. Okay, and with this I've considered features and usability, and number 1 is Soundcore, because it's just offering so much. Hopefully you guys have got the early bird offer, which brought them down to £54 or $79, but overall value is going to go to Soundcore without a doubt. Number 2 is nothing, because we're getting a lot of what we're getting with any earbud under 200, but at 130. Number 3, I've given it to Sony, because you are getting a lot, including multi-point with LDAC. Number 4 is going to be OnePlus, because, you know, you've got the best sound quality and an amazing feature set for the price. Number 5 is going to be Google, fantastic with Android, great sound quality, excellent ANC. And then number 6, whilst I really like them, it's going to be the Beats Studio Buds Plus. So in summary, these are a very easy recommendation to make. As you've seen with the comparisons, these more than stand their own against some of the best true wireless earbuds under $200 on the market at this time. Another great product from Soundcore, highly impressive. I highly recommend these. The only drawbacks are going to be number 1, let's get the out of the box sound tweaked and improved, just so that we can get that quality right from the get-go. And number 2, a very minor point, but it's around that environmental noise detection and that kind of ringing tone that for me it just interrupts the experience, but I'm sure that can be easily fixed with a firmware update. So that's been my review, guys. Thank you once again for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit that notification bell, hit that like button if you've enjoyed the video today, and I'll leave you with the call quality samples for the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC. This is a call quality sample, the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC in a quiet environment. Alright guys, so this is a call quality test for the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC and noisy environment.